Hold on, mic check. Yeah, you might be asking yourself, what is this video even about? What is this video even going to be about? I'm about to watch. Sure is long. Yeah, I got a couple beers. I'm gonna drink a couple beers and prep a build. I think I want to prep a corrugated parabolic like staple deal. We'll see if anybody's on Discord. And yeah, so I'm gonna start an intro. I'll be right back after the intro to start the shizo. There it is. What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? My 8 wonderful viewers so far. How is everybody? Brad, what's up? DeVince, what's up? Dustin Singer, what's up? Who else? Chessie's here. Madman Rob, what's up? What's up? What's up? How the hell are you? Hey, Madman Rob, did you see I changed the thumbnail? I made a new thumbnail for our video. It's got your tattoo picture on it. Minus all the nudity. Minus all the nudity. What's up, everybody? Fist bump, fist bump, fist bump, fist bump to everyone. One and all. You can all get a fist bump for sure. What are we even doing here? I think I have a drink. If anybody has any questions or anything from me, or if anybody wants to join me on Discord also. I got a voice channel right now. Hold on, I should put my headphones in just in case. But then I would have to put this through here, right? Yeah, the censored tat. Yeah, I had to censor it up. All that nudity. All that nudity in that tattoo. So if you look at the latest video, actually the latest video it seemed like people like. We're going to try to keep that ball rolling, okay? Nick, what is the meaning of life? I seriously have been thinking about it. Do you really want me to give you what I think? I think it's different for everybody. But I think for the most part, if you're a healthy individual like myself, I guess some people would call me a cis male or a male. I think it is to kind of just evolve. I literally think it's just to evolve and help the world evolve all as one. And I do think that does mean like taking over other planets at some point. Absolutely it does. But not taking them over in war, you know? I think, yeah, I think it's like to populate and make sure that your spawn is better than what you arrived in. You know, just always keep pushing forward. I think that's the meaning. That until like Rip Tripper said, it's all about love, man. It's all about love. That's what, that's really what it is all about. Like, some people don't remember that, you know? So, yeah. That's what I got. What else? Anybody else got anything? You live to shred and shred to live. Yeah, you're still skating. That's good. Just built a fresh set of 2636 Alien 7 wrap. Okay, what time are we in this video? 8 minutes. I'll give it, or 9 minutes. I'll give it another minute. But, yeah, I'm chilling. I haven't been drinking much as of, well, I've been drinking, like, a couple drinks a couple times a week. When we went down the shore, I had a lot to drink. When we went down with Lily, we had a lot to drink. I had dinner with Lily. It was a really good dinner. We had a really good dinner. Good times. I'll be seeing her again. It was really nice. Good talks, good times. So, I'm here now. I have this wire, and I've been kind of wanting to build something maybe a little crazier than usual. Maybe like a corrugated parabolic. Because I've done one of them before, and remember I made like the arch build. And colored it up in like the mesh RDA. And I made the arched build. And it was parabolic and corrugated. It was a really good build too. I should almost try to recreate that build. But no, we'll do something different. I would kind of like to look at that build and see what I did. Because I think I want to do it the opposite of what I did it. Let's look for this build while I drink this first beer. We'll go over on So it's 10 minutes in. I got a beer. It is Atomic Citrus by Voodoo Ranger. Voodoo Ranger, it's 7% alcohol. Atomic Citrus Blood Orange Ale. And that's what it is. And we're trying it. And we're going over to Instagram. So let me get my Instagrams up. Oh, maybe Rob's here. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right, hold on. Give me a second, people. And I don't hear him yet. Hold on. I got to switch my speakers. Give me 1 second, Rob. I can't hear you yet.
I might be there now.
There it is. All right, I got you now. And now I want to see if I could... Like...
Oh, there we go. That might be better. I am... my stupid PC updated and had turned all my sound settings over to the Windows things.
Turned... Yeah, see, I have either it comes through the microphone or it comes through the computer. So...
Oh, so I have to turn you down. So I've got the dreaded delay. Oh, modern technology.
Yeah.
I want to have a look at this. I've not looked at the censored butt pic yet.
Yeah, I just cropped it big so that half, like the bottom half of your tattoo was out. Yeah. It was fairly simple.
I've got to go the long way round. Oh, yeah.
I was showing people that tattoo, though. It is super impressive.
Are you flirting with me, Nick?
No, I don't. I tend to... I'm shy. I only flirt through text. I don't flirt in real life. Yeah, just only through text. So just watch out for my text later. That's all.
Yeah, I've got my eye out for that.
Do you have work tomorrow?
No, I got. I'm off till Wednesday. No, sorry, I'm off tomorrow. In Tuesday, off Wednesday.
Okay.
I would have need to get a cup of tea. It's.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can reach. Can I reach? Or just.
Yeah, he said 70 hours work. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Seems like longer, actually. It seems like it should be longer, but that's a lot of time, though. Let me go over to the Instagram now, and I'm gonna go find this picture.
There, I've got YouTube open so I can see the chat, but I can't see what you're up to because I put Discord in front of it because that lag makes my brain itch.
Yeah.
I shall actually. I'll just half and half it, so at least I can see what I'm doing on mine because it's the delay of me that's irritating.
Yeah, I don't know why this thing isn't letting me put a camera on here. I don't know if it's because the cameras are active on my OBS. Or...
Can't you open OBS with when you choose the camera thing?
You could do virtual camera, yes. Let me see something here.
The other way to do it would be for you to share your screen.
Yeah, I could share my screen too.
And then at least I would see what were occurring on your end.
Let me try this real quick. Removing all of them from there. Intro, that. So they're all removed. So now I want...
Nick,
Yes.
do you have a post office box that you can send things to?
I do not have one, like, set up at the... No, I don't have one.
Because I've found some juice with caffeine in it, mate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think you'd be wanting to sample some of that, wouldn't you? It's an English company, though, so I don't know if you can get it stateside.
Yeah, I wonder if they... I'll have to look that up if we could get that kind of...
Probably
juice.
not, because they're arseholes, isn't they? They're like, oh no, you can't have flavours. You can have 1 milligram nicotine and like it or lump it.
Yeah. Why is this doing this for me? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so you got...
Oh, look. I can see... Hold up, let me make this one bigger. So I can see the chat. And then... I don't like the fact that you're underneath me. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Oh, there we go. You're at the side now. I've got a bit of OCD stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like. I see you doing that the other day when you was trying to get the boxes the same size for the the cameras.
Yeah, I have so many little ticks. I am really a weird person now that I'm like paying attention to it. I have been also looking into not looking into it. I've seen a couple videos that kept my attention enough to watch about numerology. And I don't buy into it, especially most of the shit they're saying. But some of it is pretty interesting. That and zodiac signs always interested me too, to a certain extent. I'm not completely crazy. But
I don't mind the oh, that was it. I've got to do me wire.
And I just did that whole thing with the screen, and now I have to reset it again. Like, they should do this for OBS. Like,
I thought there was OBS support. You can watch YouTube together. There's a thing down the bottom. We can play chess in the park.
yeah.
I don't know what that says. Oh, a golf game. Oh, I'm up for a bit of golf.
Yeah, you could play games. I was playing Fortnite on here. You could like stream it just to hear, which is pretty cool. Like if you want to just play Fortnite and hang out with your friends, and they want to kind of see what you're playing. I was able to do that the one night. I forget how to do it. I think I have to have the Xbox app open as well as the Discord and the game, because I stream it from the Xbox.
Yeah, right. My mates watch me play 7 Days to Die, so I don't know why, because all I'm doing is digging holes.
Yeah, people get a kick out of it. People get a kick out of watching people play games sometimes. I do. I like it to like go to sleep sometimes. It depends what game it is. It can't be something crazy, but I was watching people play Halls of Torment. I kind of want to try that one. It's based after like a 90s video game. So it's 2D. It's like a 2D graph, kind of. But it's really cool.
I like them. I like the survival games. I like the panic of not having any water or anything. That and Factorio, because I've got a...
Oh, you play Factorio? No fucking way you play Factorio.
Yeah.
No way.
I've got an unhealthy obsession with conveyor belts.
No way. Okay. Do you know who Destiny is? On YouTube?
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah, he plays it like he'll talk politics and stuff, but he was like in a big Factorio like kick where every time he was talking about politics, he plays a video game in the background basically. Kind of the same thing. The video game will be the big screen and then he's the small screen just like watching videos on politics and commenting on politics, but I get lost in like just watching the game go. Because
Does
that
he?
game it like moves a lot. Like there's a lot of moving parts to it, and it seems like you have to be super smart. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even understand the game. I know that you just have to like get stuff and build stuff, but that is a lot like how the game I'm talking about, Halls of Torment, looks is like Factorio. Like it's a 2D game just like that.
Yeah. No, it's a top-down Ujima flip, isn't it? The first time I built a nuclear generator, I honestly felt like I'd achieved something.
Yeah.
So it's but I've got a terrible conveyor belt obsession.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a decent game. But yeah, I stream, well, just Discord things like that. So it's
yeah. Devin says big fan of Apex and RI.
But is that not Rocket League?
Rocket League, and enjoy Borderlands. Yeah. Once I got into Fortnite, now like I have a lot of video games on my YouTube, and I kind of have to get out of that. I have to get back into the other algorithms because now I'm in like a video games algorithm. It's so crazy. Like you could really, with these algorithms on all these apps, you can train them to like go where you want. Like let's say, let me just give you an example, and this you could really do this. I'm not shitting you at all. Try it. If you're sick of seeing what you're seeing on YouTube, start clicking like a different type of video. So let's say now you just want to see coil building videos. Just go to like click on a N.Divine video, watch it for a little bit, go off. Click on a Twisted Messes video, go off. Click on a Squid Do video, go off. Go back to a Nick Divine video, go off. And then your phone will start recommending the videos that you're watching. It works like clockwork. I do it to my Instagram constantly. I do it on purpose just to fuck with it because, okay, so I get these things. So I do have a lot of girls on my Instagram, like girls, models, like Instagram models, you know, that I look at. Yeah. So I was showing Lily the one time, like what they recommend to me is like wild. Like there's almost like on my Instagram, I get like nudity. So I show her, and I keep clicking on the one type of picture. I'm like, these pictures are crazy. So I click on it to show her, and now it just shows me pictures just like that. If you go over to your Instagram and only like coil pictures, you're only going to get coil pictures. If you go over to your search bar, like, you know, when you go to this, when you go to the grid, you can see like things they recommend to you. Click the ones that you really like, and I bet you the next day, almost all of them will be the same type of picture that you clicked the day before.
Nick, I've been on Instagram all of 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And I already had them funny cam girls adding me as friends. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, so I have, so basically how mine got was, I mean, I was single for so long on Instagram, but also like, let's just say like if I was with any girl, hopefully they don't care about that. Like Lily didn't care about that. She doesn't really mind that if I'm looking at girls on Instagram. She don't give a shit. I'm not anyway. I usually don't. It's usually, I think it's really because the vape models, they started like sending me other models. And then I have like vape models on there that aren't vape models anymore. They're just regular models. You know? You know what I mean? So now, since I like their pictures, they send me more girls like them. not necessarily vaping girls. What's up, Adam Pilarczyk? We should listen to an Adam Pilarczyk song. I got me a beer here.
I should go and get a rum, really, shouldn't I? Instead of drinking tea, I should partake in the drinks.
Yeah. Midnight, 12:20. Can't think of a better time.
Nick Math in the corner. Yes, no, I might do actually. I'll finish my tea first. I won't be. You can't waste a cup of tea.
No, and you could drink tea and alcohol. There's a newish one, Adam? Ooh, what is it? What's the newish one? Yeah, I bought this 6-pack, actually. A 6-pack of this beer on, like, I think Thursday I bought it.
Are you becoming one of them beer drinking vape reviewers, are you?
No, yeah. Well, I've always, like, well, I haven't always. I've been drinking, actually, for a while on YouTube, once in a while, I guess. But no, I don't like the look of stuff like that, especially for me. Like, because I always talk about, like, recovering addicts and shit. So I always think it's kind of a stupid thing to do in the first place, I guess.
You should have put it in a opaque glass and said it was fizzy pop.
Fizzy pop, yeah. But some people like to know that, like, you know,
it's a beer. It's not like you're.
I've always liked watching
Nicky.
people enjoy a beer. I guess that's what it is. I guess I'm doing what I think I like. So, yeah. I always liked watching, like, Grim Green try new beers or whatever.
He drinks some bizarre things. They're all like
I like the
barrel
same
aged.
beer.
Yeah, barrel aged. I don't know. Orange blossom and this, that, and the other.
He gets crazy beers. Yeah, he gets like crazy beers like that I have never tried. But like some of the ones that he gets on there, I've tried. Like the one dude sent him a 6-pack a little bit ago, and I had almost every beer out of there instead of like the 2 banned ones. There was like an AC/DC one and the other one. But I tried all the other beers before.
I don't drink beer. I've not drunk beer since I were about 16.
Yeah, that's damn. Good for you.
I partake in a rum. I can drink rum all day. It has no effect on me. I don't know why.
What are you, some kind of pirate?
I think, well, now you mention it, Nick.
Yeah.
No, a lot of my family were in the Navy, merchant Navy and all of that. So, and I think my mum was a bit of a drinker, and I think she might have been necking the rum while I was propagating. So I think I've built up a natural immunity to it.
Yeah. I guess I wonder if that does happen. I guess it could. I guess it is what happens. I think also...
I don't know.
Yeah. I think also alcohol is just like that. It's just like... That's what I always like about life. Everything has a balance. Everything has a fucking balance. And like... With alcohol, it's like, yeah, it's great and all, but also you need to, like, be careful and watch yourself with it. If you have to. Some people are really good with it. Some people are, like, functioning alcoholics. It's all great for them.
Well, yeah. If I drink half a glass of wine, I'm like a giggling schoolgirl. It absolutely destroys me.
It makes me more social. Like, I like talking. There is, like, something I really like. Like, last night, like, dinner was awesome. We went to, like, an Italian restaurant. And just, like, getting a drink before you eat something, especially, like, when you're about to, like, have a talk about something or anything, it's, like, my favorite thing. I just fucking love it. I love, like, just, like, 2 people having a drink and talking. So, I always like that. And then getting a meal. The meal is a good part of it because... That goes hand in hand. especially like
Was
good
it?
drinks. Like we'll get like mixed drinks, like good ones, not just beer. And those are good.
What was it? A good evening, Nick?
It was a good evening. Yes, it was a very good evening. We both
That's
left.
good to hear.
Yeah, yeah. We both had a good time. Yeah, and we're definitely gonna
That's
see each other again. So, yeah, definitely.
that's hunky dory dandy
Yeah,
then.
yeah. There's definitely something in my life I have to find a balance with, like with the social media and like saying too much personal stuff. That I've noticed, and I think I've done that pretty good dating, especially Lily. I think I've been pretty good. And you just always have to watch that, though. That is something I do notice. Especially, like, if I, like, partake in drinking in shed time. Like, I don't... Drinking, I'll tell myself, like... I was about to not do this show, because I was thinking, like, maybe this is a bad idea. You know, maybe it's a bad idea. But you just, I mean, I've been streaming for so long, I know what to say and what not to say. But when other people's, like, feelings are involved, it's really, you gotta watch it.
If you want to go to a place that's full of funny drinkers, then Romania is definitely it. They have this drink called Palinka, one of the two. It's like a cherry brandy. Oh, man, they drink it like water. So, like the first time I went to see the in-laws, I got off the plane, a bottle of Palinka in the car, had to have a shot. You get to the next city, shot of Palinka.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her old man was a policeman as well, and he's driving round absolutely wasted.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh. But they
there's
have
some
no
countries that
road
do
there.
it. It's crazy. There's some countries that do it, and it's like... Where exactly are you at? You're in the UK?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
In the UK, okay. So, yeah, there's some countries that, like, I don't know. America's nuts anymore. You really can't have drunk driving because people are just, like, assholes and inconsiderate in America. Everybody's so fast and out for themselves that you can't have people drinking when they're driving. But I bet you there's societies that could. What if the rule was you can drink and drive, but you got to drive really carefully?
Yeah, where everyone would be nicking them, wouldn't they?
Mm.
We're not too bad for it here. It used to be quite bad, like before, like speed cameras and breathalyzers and all that. I imagine everyone were at it, same as in the States. But I find the continent, like Europe, there are a lot more laps on it. They don't seem to mind so much, especially like the further east you get, the more it seems to be like if you're more likely to get pulled over for not drinking.
I have an idea, actually. They should make like an amusement park where you can drink and drive, because it is really fun to drink and drive. It's just dangerous. So they should have like an amusement park where grown-ups can go and drink and drive. That would be perfect.
We've got one of them. It's called the M25.
The M20. What's the M25?
The London Orbital Road. There's some absolute lunatics on that.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We used to go,
dude.
Yeah, and race cars like on a block that cars don't go down pretty much. Like a big block. Basically, I live along the Delaware River. All right? So if you travel a mile to the river, you'll be right on the edge of the river. So there's streets that run right up the river, but not a lot of cars go there because it's just a river. So you could go there and you could actually like race cars if you like in the lanes. If you're, 20 years younger than I am.
Yeah, I'm. I drive, but I'm like an old man. I'm so sensible. I rode motorbikes when I was younger, sort of 17 to, I don't know, 29, 30, and I got all my need for speed out the way then. I lost my bike license for doing stupid things. So
Yeah.
it's yeah. Now I'm in a car. I'm just like poodle.
Yeah.
So it's I don't mind. You get there.
I've led the police on a chase before. That was pretty
that
that was pretty wild. Yeah.
that doesn't surprise
I didn't even think
me,
I would
to
ever
be
do that.
honest.
Yeah, I didn't even ever think I would do that. It was never a plan of mine, but at the heat of the moment, it was what to do. It was like the only option.
Was it exciting?
It was exciting until they got oh man, until they ripped me out of the car. It was exciting. Yeah. After that, they were not happy with me. Yeah, they weren't happy with me. I had a kid in the back of the car too. Really bad.
Me?
Yeah. Yep. That was like the only time I ever got locked up. It was really bad. Like one time, and it was real bad. Yeah.
Did it scare you straight?
It did. I ain't gonna lie. It was like, you know what it was like? I guess like getting locked up at, how old was I? That was 2003. So I don't even think I was 21 yet. Hold on. 2000. It was on Halloween, 2003. So was I 21 yet? So I was underage drinking and driving, and they didn't even get me for that because all the other shit I did. They didn't even take my license from me because of all the other shit. My bail was $120,000, which is more than Jerry Sandusky's, who was locked up in the same state, and he was a pedophile. Unless that was the 10%. I don't know what they tell you on the news. So in my state, my parents had to pay 10% of that $120,000. So they had to pay $12,000 to bail me out. And they would get it back if like I won the case, or like, you know, they got like some of it back from the bail, whatever it was. As long as I made the court dates. So, or something like that. They probably lost money on that for sure. So if you have to pay 10% in PA. So I don't know what they say on the news. They just go, Jerry Sandusky could be released on $120,000 or $100,000. So I don't know if that means if like it was $1 million, or it was $1 million and he could be released on $100,000, or it's $100,000 and he could be released on $1,000 or $10,000 rather.
The sentencing don't make no sense, does it?
Mm-mm.
You get weird years for like robbing a bank, like 15, 20 years, and then for certain crimes, I won't mention them, you get 3, 4, 5 years. It don't make sense.
I just turned 21. So I literally just had a 21st birthday on the 19th. And I got locked up on Halloween. And that lockup was crazy. There was so many people in there for like stealing candy bags. And then there was guys in there. There was one dude in there. He cut, like you all have your paperwork there. Like, so you can't lie about what you're in there for. Because all you have is your clothes, as long as you don't have shoelaces in, and you don't have your belt. So you don't like hang yourself or use it as a weapon. So me, when I was driving away from the cops, basically the plan was to get rid of as much of the drugs as we could possible. So like I'm swallowing shit. We were smoking a blunt in the process. I had another person with me. It was his kid in the back. We were taking the kid to go see his grandparent on Halloween, and the kid was dressed as a firefighter, and he was asleep in my back car. So anyway, they take your belt and your laces, and all you got is your clothes. You're holding up your pants until they give you like the scrubs or whatever. You're holding up your pants, and you got your paperwork of what the police report is. So when you're in a cell with a bunch of guys and it's boring, you all start talking about what just happened. Like, it's crazy times for all of us. We just got locked up. You know, we're all in a holding cell, so we start passing around the paperwork, seeing all, like, what the one dude took a demo saw on top of a check cashing place, cut a hole in the roof, dropped down, put a come along on an ATM machine, pulled it up on the roof. He was humongous, a huge guy. He pulled it up on the roof with the come along and dropped it on a stolen car. He runs down to the stolen car. The cops pull up and the car can't move. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, this is like crazy. This is wild. It's like a movie. Fucking Philadelphia.
Sounds like a cracking place to live, to be fair.
Yeah. What was the
Never
other?
a
The other
dull
one was
day.
literally the dudes were stealing candy, and they had firearms on them. There was like a bunch of them, like people stealing candy with guns, and there was a bunch of them ones. There was like 13 of us in this little holding cell. I guess Halloween is like a big time for people to get locked up because it was packed that night. There was like 14 of us in a cell that probably held 8, and yeah, it was like a bunch of stupid shit. I remember we had like the most bail in that room though. I remember that. That was crazy. That's like 20 years ago. How time flies.
It don't hang around, does it?
No. And then let me go downstairs and get my other. I have one more of these. I'm gonna go down there and get that.
I'll go and make a rum.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, tomorrow's 10 years I got out of rehab. I got out of rehab July 17th, 2013. Which is pretty crazy. Where's my chat? That's not my chat. Where's my chat? There's my chat. Intermission. How's everybody doing? Atomizer, what's up? So, yeah, drunk driver lanes would be nice. No, I used to do some stupid shit when I was a kid, man. I did really used to like drinking and driving. Here's the thing, man. Some of us are really good at everything. And we can drink and drive and not hurt people, but we can't let everybody drink and drive. So I understand why it's against the law. It should not be. Don't drink and drive. Seriously, all jokes aside, do not drink and drive. It is terrible. But I have done it. And I've had a lot of fun. I never hurt anybody, but I have got locked up for it. So, not really. They didn't give me a DUI. I was good. I went and got my car right out of jail. And I opened up my center console, and there was still some Xanax in there. I popped them Xanax. There was still a blunt in there because it was like a little hiding spot. You see, I had a 92 Cougar, and I had a 5.0 engine. And that's why I seen it was just fine to step on that gas pedal when the lights went over in my rearview mirror. And the cop lights went off. I was like, I got a 5.0 engine, bitch. Let's go. And I said, boom. And then I was like, this is stupid. And I swallowed some drugs, and I ended up stopping because it was really stupid. And even high Nick knows when to fucking just stop. Just stop.
Cheers, Nick.
Cheers. Yeah.
Blink.
What do you put, like Coke in it? Coca-Cola?
Yeah. Stretch it out a bit. I didn't measure the shot. I just tipped bottle in. So
Yeah.
it's probably about, I don't know what you Americans do, fingers, don't you?
Yeah.
It's probably about 3 fingers then.
Yes, 3 fingers. Yeah, we do that. I don't know anymore. Sometimes it's like, it depends what bartender you get. It depends like how good you tip. So like some bartenders they'll really like, you'll get a drink and you'll be like, holy shit, that's really strong. Like you could go to a bar in Philly, and if there's like 3 bartenders, one is probably going to put more alcohol in it than the rest. So you do want to kind of watch out for that one. You want to try to grab that one. and say, hey, I need a rum and a Coke.
Right.
What kind of rum do you
Oh,
drink? Is it like Captain Morgan's or something?
oh,
No?
no,
Good shit?
I've got it's called Number 10. It's like a
Number 10.
choking on myself there. It's a 10-year aged
Oh.
rum. It's I suppose it's like Morgan's. It's got like spices and stuff in it. It's a Jamaican rum, I think. But I like dark rum usually. I like that Kraken rum. That's nice. That's
Kraken rum?
Kraken, yeah. It used to come in a funny bottle that had like a blown glass Kraken on the top of it. I don't know if they do that anymore.
Oh yeah, let's see. They don't do. They have this one now.
Yeah, that's the standard one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Lambs as well, red. Good old Navy rum.
Yeah, alcohol. There's so much of it. What age do you have to be in the UK to drink?
18.
18? Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
I guess it's good. I mean, you're drinking at 18 anyway. I guess it's like. I guess that's kind of how I see it. Is like, put it high, because if people are going to drink, they're going to drink anyway. So it's like, it doesn't matter, so put it high. Just so that the people that are really scared to get in trouble do not try something too early. I guess that's just my theory on it, is like, yeah, put it high, go ahead. Because people are going to, whoever wants to drink is going to be able to drink anyway.
Isn't it funny in America? Is it, or is it a state by state thing? Because I thought that you could drink beer at a certain age, but then you had to be older to drink spirits.
I think that used to be, not anymore. You have to be 21 to drink alcohol. I think that you're right, though. I think there's somewhere like that. But no, as long as you... It might be they check your ID at a later age. So, it's weird. They don't always check your ID. It's only if they suspect you're under 21. So, there's been, it's like when I was 19 and 20, it was worth a shot, because you just go in and they're either like yes or no. They'll either let you buy alcohol or not, and sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. So it's like a real weird thing. It's not even enforced completely. People still buy alcohol for minors. It's a lot of places have laws that aren't really being met. Plus, parents are just shitty sometimes. Sometimes they just leave alcohol around, and then they're shitty to their kid, and then their kid starts drinking alcohol.
The cat has come along.
Yeah, my cat left me.
Oh, traitor. Why do you always sit in the corner there?
There's no limit in Mexico. There's no age limit in Mexico. Okay, so... Well, I'm not doing this. I was just going to look up how many drunk driving accidents are in Mexico. There's probably a lot. And then I would have to, divide it. I'd have to get in a division. I'm not getting in division right now. Appleton's? What's Appleton's? Is that like a liquor? What is that? No age limit's pretty crazy. If there's no age limit to alcohol, that's crazy.
I think you can be 12 in France. I think that's the...
Yeah.
But the French are weird, so... I'm English. We hate the French. it's the law.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If we really are trying to, protect our youth and, do what I said and, evolve as a race, we probably shouldn't let, the young people do this shit right away. I don't know. Or maybe they should. Maybe we should, And then we should start schooling at like. We should start schooling people at like.
It's a bit of a weird conundrum, though, isn't it? Because
I don't know, man. Have you ever met somebody that's like never went to school? They could still talk and stuff.
yeah, no, I don't mean like that.
Yeah.
I mean it's like because if they were allowed to drink at a younger age, would they then not be more responsible with their drinking? And then the thing is, if you put the age limit up, then it entices them to do it because they know they're not meant to. It's like a bit of a...
There's also a big part of me that thinks like schooling, though, for kids that are hardly paying attention is stupid, too. Like,
well, yeah.
It is kind of like life. Like, you go through life and, like, hopefully before you're too old, you get that, like, you have to put a lot of work in when you're young to get ahead. So yeah, it is like, I don't know if they should even be schooling people that young, or they should be schooling people that don't take to schooling. I don't know.
Or they should find different methods to...
Yeah.
Because some people are all right with like written instructions, aren't they? They're like hunky-dory.
Yeah.
And then some people are more of like a visual learner. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a good thing we're not politicians, Nick, because we'd never...
well, I get it. It's also like a babysitting thing, too. It's like, what do you do with your kids when they're that young? They're, like, not doing anything anyway. Let's fill them with some information. They're sponges, so let's fill them with a little bit of information. Maybe I just want school to be more fun, I guess. Like, why does it feel like slavery? It does. Yeah, like, why does it feel like... Why has it got to be like that? Like, why can't it just be fun?
It's like prison, but with evening release, isn't
it? Yeah, like, there is a fun way to explain all of these subjects. Like, math is a little rough. It's a little rough to, like, explain math and all. No, it's not. It's not even hard. Maybe, like, writing in English is a little hard to explain in an easy way. But they don't even do cursive anymore. They stopped teaching cursive. Yeah.
I know.
That's so crazy to me. Like, how do you sign your fucking name if you don't learn cursive? What are people doing?
I said to my nephew, because I'm like, you need to write this down. And he were writing in block capitals. And I'm like, why don't you use cursive? I'm not allowed to swear. And I'm like, no.
I'm not allowed to swear.
But it's because they... tippy-tappy on keyboards, don't they? They don't use pen and paper no more.
Yeah, I guess there's no need for, like, human signature anymore either. That's wild, man. This world's crazy anymore. I don't even know why that's even a problem with me, but for some reason, that just seems not right.
You are stuck in the past, Nick.
I might be. I really might be.
I am as well. Don't worry.
Yeah. I guess there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I guess just sign your name by pressing enter. I don't know. Or clicking the mouse.
But when the world eventually goes to shit and we're living in an apocalyptic wasteland,
yeah,
and you've got no internet, how are you going to send messages if you've never bothered to pick up a pen? It's a life skill, isn't it? It's something that you should be... That and starting fires.
That's very true. Like, how do you write... how do you write SOS in the sand if you don't know how to write? Yeah. It's like, that's like very... Yeah, there is, like, certain, like, things people should just know how to do. And I just, like, the signature thing is, like... Wouldn't that then make autographs worth even way more money? You know what I mean? Like, so if you got an autograph by Barry Bonds and no baseball player ever signs an autograph again... Isn't Barry Bonds' autograph worth way more? Like, so much more?
Well, it should be. I got a Britney Spears autograph. Don't judge me.
I don't.
And
yeah, that's all right.
I went to London and got it. But she rarely ever signs anything. Well, mainly because her parents locked her in the attic.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
But Yeah, her signatures were. I'm a bit of an autograph hunter, Nick. I like a good autograph. So yeah, they're a good investment. Well, they used to be. I don't know so much now because no one seems to sign anything, or they sign absolutely everything. So it's yeah. But I can imagine if there is an apocalypse of some sort, and like, I don't know, zombies are chasing them, they'd be trying to report them on Instagram for harassment instead of running away. They're so used to technology.
Yeah, that and like history was like boring to me as a kid, but as a grown up, way more interesting. Like same thing with like science and stuff. Like I've always liked space stuff, but like I don't want to sit in a room with 30 kids quietly and like I don't want to be forced to learn about space stuff. I want to look up the space stuff that I want to look up. And when you're a kid, you don't really care so much. But then when you get up, like basically what I'm saying is I've learned more about history after school than I did in school.
See, I think if they said, like you got a class full of kids, and you said pick something to write about in between these dates, and just let them go and find something, I think that would be a bit more productive. Yeah. Instead of saying you must write about whatever civil war, or because maybe they're not interested in war, maybe they're interested in, I don't know, philosophy or something. Not that I know many school kids that are philosophical. But
yeah. Britney's on IG. Yeah, that's the clone. You know what else I have been hearing is like about these Hollywood clones they've been making. Ice Cube's coming out with some crazy shit. Has anybody else seen Ice Cube talking about crazy shit online? He's talking about how they tried to clone Jamie Foxx and like kill him and shit. Cat Williams is talking about how what's his name? Kevin Hart like sold his soul to the devil and made sacrifices for his fame. It's like it's crazy some of the shit that they're coming out. It's like stars are coming out and like telling on other stars about like the devil worship they've been doing or something. It's wild. The internet's crazy.
So what they cloned Jamie Foxx to kill the real Jamie Foxx, or they cloned him to kill the clone?
I think they cloned him to kill the real one.
And then replace him with the clone?
Actually, I don't know. I have to watch the full video. But there are people that think that there are Hollywood clones. There's another video I watched that said that like they definitely had a Barack Obama clone. And then I seen another video that they've seen it like morph, like a shapeshifter. That's what the one video said. It said he had like lizard eyes or something, and that there was two Barack Obamas. One was fake and one was real. And then I've seen other people say that. I've heard other people say clones of famous people and politicians. Like they find somebody that looks like you and like have a plant. So if like you're saying something that they don't like, somebody doesn't like, they'll like get rid of you and put you in with somebody else that looks like you.
It's more subservient to whatever the shadowy organisation. Yeah. That's weird. I like Jamie Foxx though. I hope they don't clone and kill him.
Yeah, I never had a problem with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is definitely an actor that, like, when I was growing up, he was really big, and he always did, like, really cool movies. He never really even sold out or anything, I feel like. He always did pretty cool stuff.
Maybe that's why they want to clone and kill him.
Yeah, he's too good. He could be president one day. Yeah. If he's going to be president one day, we need to control him. Clone him.
Yeah. I reckon it's Jada Pinkett Smith's behind it. She's a dodgy creation, isn't she?
Yes, her. But they talk about. I hear a lot about Jay-Z and Beyonce, man. I hear so much about them. I hear about. What's his name? Harry Potter. Daniel. what's his name?
Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe, yeah. That he's into that shit, that he's into like devil worshiping and sacrifices and stuff.
I see a thing the other day where Tom Holland, the new Spider-Man,
Yeah.
is in rehab because he's got a terrible drink problem or something that he developed on the set of somewhere when he were like underage, because he started acting when he were quite young. So it's these Hollywood types, isn't it? They're all like debauched.
Yeah, it's gotta be a crazy life. I gotta tell you, sometimes I think about this YouTube thing and like it disconnects me sometimes. And yeah, I bet you it's a wild life to live when you're like that famous. It's gotta be fucking crazy. It's gotta be overwhelming, and probably everybody around you's telling you how you're great, and it's a real ego boost. Like
especially at a young age.
Yeah, like you're literally Spider-Man. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. So, like, Spider-Man's beloved all around the world. That's not just an American thing. Yeah, Spider-Man. No.
Oh yeah, no, I like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Who is your favourite Marvel person?
My favorite Marvel superhero? Oh, man. I've always been a big fan of Wolverine. Always been a big fan of Wolverine. So that's like the first one that pops in my head. If I have to say like the movies, I don't know. I always liked like Batman and Iron Man because they never had superpowers and they were just human beings. So I did always like them too. But yeah, I think Wolverine's one of my favorites. I always like the healing thing because I always feel like humans are that, but he's like a big version of it. But I always thought like humans are like, we are regenerative, like it is like a thing. And that's what I always liked about him, is like he just had it way faster. Yeah.
Yeah, my favourite Marvel person, Howard the Duck.
Oh, Howard the Duck's a Marvel. Yeah, so Howard the Duck was a huge movie for me growing up. Oh my god.
I bloody love that film. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I've when I was younger that I finished myself to Howard the Duck with the Naked Duck in the Play Duck magazine. I'm almost positive I did. That's funny, right? I think so. That's funny.
Oh dear.
Yep.
That's alright. Jessica Rabbit has probably had quite a few messy
Jessica
endings.
Rabbit for sure. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was another big one. Those were like such big movies. Like anything that had like real life and cartoons in it was like amazing to me. Like Roger Rabbit, it still amazes me to this day. Like they did really fucking good on that movie. It's like amazing how good they did with the technology then.
This is what annoys me about this is how old I'm going to sound, about the youth of today. It's like they watch these films, like the Marvel ones, for instance, and they're like, oh, special effects are crap. What do you mean the special effects are crap?
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I thought where you were going to go with this is like, yes, you're right. Like, the special effects are usually really good, and it usually takes a little bit. Like, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Okay, so Game of Thrones, when it came out, the dragons were like, they did them really, really good. Like, it looked really good. And then, like, as it went on and it got to the 8th season and people didn't like the 8th season, then people started talking about how the CGI was so bad on the dragons. But that was 10 years ago, and they looked great 10 years ago, but you're watching CGI now today and comparing it to 10 years ago CGI, and you're like trying to rip apart this whole series. I hate people that just say, I hate Game of Thrones now. I don't like that. It's like, the first seasons, like, everybody was on Game of Thrones' dick. And you're just going to throw it all away just because you don't like the one season?
I wasn't keen on the 8th season, not because of how it looked or anything, but I just found it felt a bit rushed. Like
They
that.
missed so many marks. They missed way
Yeah,
too many
yeah.
marks. Like, I'm sorry. If you're going to tell me that the Night King is like a great swordsman or he's like a crazy bit, if you're going to tell me that the King of the Dead is like the baddest dude on earth, and then you're going to tell me that there's this human, Jon Snow, that has been proving himself every season to be the strongest human, and they're going to war against each other, they must fight. You cannot make them not fight that whole time. That's like literally what I'm waiting for. And I'm down for the Night King killing Jon Snow and then Arya killing the Night King. Like, it doesn't make sense because they did nothing with Jon Snow anyway. He killed Daenerys. He did kill Daenerys at the end, that's right. But then he just walks away into the north like, I have no girl, I have no family, I'm just gonna walk, all my girlfriends died, I'm just gonna walk into the north. Like, no, kill him with some dignity. Let him fucking, like, fight the Night King. It's crazy.
He's with that egret in real life, isn't he? I do
Yeah,
like
he's in the
myself a
springs.
ginger.
Yeah. And then, like, there was, like, little things they put in the series. We were just watching it, and I love the 8th season. I just don't like how they didn't do it right. But, like, some of the episodes are beautiful. Like, the 3rd episode with the war against is, like, a great episode. And then when Daenerys burns down King's Landing, that's, like, an amazing episode. So those 2 episodes just there is worth the price of admission to the whole season. So I'm like not mad at that too much. I'm just mad that they did this thing where they were like, the internet guessed all the good endings, so we're gonna make it an ending that nobody guessed. But it was the shittiest ending. It's like, no, but we guessed good endings. Like, pick one of these ones. These ones are good. Yeah.
Everyone knew that Arya were going to be the one, though. Spoilers.
I didn't. It was a surprise to me.
I don't know. I found it quite obvious.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was very invested in it.
I did too. Man, I used to watch all these videos on it. Yeah.
I'm a bit obsessed with TV shows. When I was younger, I used to run conventions with a mate of mine, Teresa, and we'd get all the like Stargate people and all of that sort of thing over. CSI. Oh, I love me a bit of CSI. Yeah, so it's I'm a bit of a geek. So no, I mean not that you would ever have guessed that at all, would you?
Did you ever play any games like I used to play Magic the Gathering?
Oh, Nick.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I like a bit of Magic. I used to be in a Dungeons and Dragons club. So
I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with like perverts, and it always made me uncomfortable, so I stopped playing it. Like, I had a friend, and it was really weird. I had a friend in school, and he's like, you want to stay over? And I slept over at his house. And then he's like, we should play Dungeons and Dragons with my brother. And every time, it was like his brother was like, no, I have to set it up. You know how I do it. I like to do it big. And he would talk up Dungeons and Dragons. He's like, yeah, I do all this. So, like, then I get in, and, like, it was weird. It was like he had, like, he had all these scripts and stuff. Like, he had all this shit. And then, like, he turned out the lights, and then we had, like, a red light in the room. So the room was all red. But then all the situations would turn into sexual ones. And I would be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, when are we going to kill some fucking dragons, dude? But all of them would turn into sexual situations. I was just like, this fucking is weird. I did it once, and I was like, I'm done with this. This is weird. We're a bunch of dudes talking about this. Is fucking weird, dude.
I'm starting to think that Philadelphia is the epicenter for all the weirdness in the world.
Dude, I think that sometimes I think that so I don't know if you know what's going on with like LA and like California, but like it used to be like Hollywood and like everybody was like free and everything like that, and it does feel like Philadelphia is turning into that. It's like we're like a state that it does. It feels like a little weird that
apparently you can go shoplifting in LA, and as long as it's under like 900 quid, they
That's
won't
Philadelphia
arrest you.
too. That's Philadelphia too. I was just walking down the block, and this I shouldn't say just. This was like 5 months ago, and I'm walking past a drugstore. Basically, it's a big chain drugstore, and there's a guy walking out with a backpack, and it's like filled with all this shit, like just popping out of the backpack. And a security guard's like, "Yo, man, yo, that's like the fourth time this week." And the bum turns around with all the stolen stuff. He's like, "Yeah, it was." And he's like, "Yo, you come back next week, I'ma bust your ass." He's like, "All right, I'll see you tomorrow." I'll see you tomorrow to come back, steal more shit, and that's it. It's wild. Like, some of the shit that is going on in this country is fucking crazy. It's because there's people that are fed up, man. There's just people that are. I get it. Like, I do get it, and I won't even step in or interlude or even. I won't even blame that man, because there's shit that's fucked up, and people are just plain out fed up with here. They really are. They're just just fed up, and they're just You can get knocked down very easily in America. Like, it is freedom, and you can be whatever you want, but it is like a dog-eat-dog world. Like, it's like somebody's got to fall for you to rise. It's just how it is. It just seems like that's what it is.
It's a bit sad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, capitalism. I mean, I love it, but it's a motherfucker, man. It's a motherfucker.
I don't think it's necessarily the capitalism per se.
Not all the way. Yeah.
It's how they're.
It's a lot of culture too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're utilising the system so that some people are stuck where they are, and other people are just like reaping it all.
There's that. There's some other things that go on too, though. So, like, in my state, there's like a lot of public assistance, should I say? So, if you are jobless and like a mother of like 2, and you have like a health problem, you could really make it through the world pretty good. It's weird. It's like you get all these benefits. So you can literally say, "I'm bipolar and I can't work," and you could receive a check. Like,
it's like that here.
Yeah.
They get God Jesus, they absolutely rake it in, especially if you chuck a couple of kids into the mix.
Yeah, it's that.
They're getting a free gaff. That's an house, and all the money. They've all got satellite telly. They've all got like this year's registration car. They've all got like the latest phones, and you're like, you ain't worked a day in your life, you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit. I don't know. I'm all for. I'm what would be a classic liberal, not like an American liberal, because they're different things.
Yeah,
but
we don't know what we are anymore. There's so many people that don't even know what the fuck they are anymore.
I like the free market. I like the ability to, if you've got a product and you want to sell it here, there, and everywhere. The free market and capitalism, they're in the same vein, but not the same thing. But I like the free market. I like equality, where everyone is treated the same. Yeah. Not at the detriment of other people, though.
Exactly.
If it's equal, it's equal. But they seem to. I don't know. There's this right annoying thing now, isn't there? Where you're either this side or that side, and there's no middle ground. Like, you can't be in the middle. If you're in the middle, then you cop it from either of the main two, and you're like, I'm just gonna sit here and shut up. I'll just let you get on with it.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah.
I feel like it's getting better. I wish people would just like sometimes I just wish people would like think for themselves and think what they want. I think a lot of people fight for other people that don't necessarily need them to fight for them. It
Oh, no,
seems
no.
like these like people that have problems with the world or how like America's run are like um it's very easy to influence a big crowd with certain things, I guess. And
Especially with the interwebs and what have you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's different. Like in America, it feels like the internet and the real world are different, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like there's some people that just don't go on the internet at all. They just are like, no, I don't do Facebook or anything. I don't do that at all. And that's like that's noble. I'm like, I get it. Like that, it is kind of like a catch 22 where yeah, you might have a lot of fun, but there is a lot of drama on there. It might make you depressed. It might like you have to be a certain person to be able to take the internet. Right now, I think in the future everybody's going to be able to take the internet, and it's just going to be what it is. We're probably going to be fed the internet in our brains. So.
Oh, yeah, they'll be injecting us with interwebs.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Neuralink is. I mean, Neuralink is exactly going to do that. If they're able to hook up a chip to your brain, then they could hook up a cell phone to your brain. If they could hook up a cell phone to your brain, you are connected to all the information in the world.
But also, what worries me about that is if you've got a chip in your noggin, what's to say that they can't, like, turn you off or put you in sleep mode?
Exactly. That's why stupid people are good for these. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people will be like, "Oh, if I get a chip, I'm gonna be an upgrade. Like I'm gonna be, faster than everybody." That's like what Mr. Beast says. Mr. Beast says like, if Elon has a chip to put in your brain to tap into like the internet, he said, "I'm definitely getting it because the possibilities of making money are endless with that. You could make all the money." And he's right, and it's like now I'm like, watch out for Mr. Beast. Like it's like, yo, watch this guy because he's got a point there, and it's like it might even be more of a dog eat dog world because if people are able to pay to have all the information, just not even a touch of the finger, it's already in their brain.
Just
then
blinking.
Like, yeah, we're complaining about the elites getting forward now. You're complaining about the elites getting forward now. Imagine they had all the information. That's all, like anything you're complaining about. They're watching us on our cell phones. Put tape over your cell phone. They're looking at all of our texts. The FBI and CIA is in Alexa. All that shit that you think, Mr. Beast is going to have in his head. So all your text messages, all your fucking anything that you are afraid that they have, he's going to have in his brain, and whoever could afford it will also have it in their brain. So you're afraid of the elites now? Oh my god.
Oh, can you imagine it's bad enough with ads on the internet. Can you imagine having them stuck in your head? It'd be like, did you ever see that They Live?
This is why you need trolls. You need trolls. You need them. Yeah, just so like when he's trying to think of something like racial issues, like all that comes up is like fucking my nuts, like stuff like that, like memes and stuff. Like you just want to like get him this thing, say like Mr. Beast is trying to hone in on like what's the meaning of life, and it just goes these nuts. Like we just got to keep spreading that shit. Just keep spreading all the stupid shit.
I would constantly rickroll him. He would love that.
Yeah, it would be an algorithm thing. So it would be. Okay, so how it would work is like when you ask an AI, like, what's the answer to this question? It goes through the internet, looks for all the scientists or whatever, or the knowledgeable people that could answer this question, and it sees what's the most common answer. Okay? So, if we had like Mr. Beast with this AI planning in his head, and he was like, how do you make, it's like, what ingredients do you put in pecan pie? If we all band together and just put the best ingredients to put in pecan pie are these nuts, then he's going to get these nuts. I know how algorithms work. I get it, guys. I'm telling you.
Say the name of the pie again, Nick, please.
Pecan pie. Yeah.
Pecan pie. We call it.
Philadelphia. What do you want from me? We do different vales.
I do. It's very amusing having a chat with Americans. It's weird. We speak the same language, but it's Americans put his own flavour on it. It's like a ice cream parlour, like, but we have vanilla, and you've put M&Ms and all sorts of other shit on top of yours.
Yeah. America. Yeah, just to the
America.
We got freedom. We can do whatever we want.
Hey, I like that Team America World Police film.
Yeah.
That's a little bit weird. They're no, I don't trust them microchip things though.
I don't know what I would do. I really don't. I kind of like being a human, but also like
I'd have bionic legs.
A bionic leg, I would do it. Would like you would have to tell me like if I definitely couldn't have my own leg, I'll take a bionic leg for sure. But then again, like it is like, what if that's how they get you? They're like, oh, your heart's going. How about a bionic heart so you keep living? And then all of a sudden you're turned off in a closet, you know, because you talk too much or something, you know.
Yeah, get in there. You got a dodgy ticker.
It's our new bionic leg with Elon's new Neuralink in it in the kneecap, so that your kneecap moves better than a human's kneecap. And you're like, oh my god, yeah, I'd love a better kneecap. And then all of a sudden, you know, you're like acting like a duck in Central Park.
But you go to bed, and then you wake up and you're carrying boxes at Walmart. That's what they'd be doing with you.
You'll wake up and you'll have like two robotic Joe Bidens on your shoulders walking down a hallway. You're just like, what the fuck?
One robotic Joe Biden's bad enough. He's a robot. He come over here. He come over here the other day, didn't he?
Well, his clone did. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Well, one of them did, and he just fucking took a shit and then fucked off. He hates us. I don't know why he hates us. He says he's Irish, but he's not. He's like from my neck of the woods. He's like from PA. He didn't grow up far from me. It's actually fucked up. But his ancestors, I don't know if it's his great grandmother or what. She come from Somerset. That's in fucking England.
Really?
No, Oxford. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm Irish. But he goes over, when he goes over to Ireland, and he's just, maybe he likes Guinness, I don't know. And he's all like, oh, yes, my Irish brethren. And that he comes over here, he don't even acknowledge our Prime Minister, which, I mean, no one else in the country does either, so that's not really an issue.
He didn't recognise him.
But he's like, who's this strange man? He don't like us. He keeps moaning about Brexit and all of that, and you're like, gee, it's.
He's weird. It's real. America's crazy, dude. I just don't get it. I don't really get it. I get some of it, but it's like, man, during like our bad times, during like the pandemic and stuff, people just want it changed by any means necessary. Like people just you know, we can't do, like, there's people that love President Trump here. And then there's people that hate him. But the thing is like he raises a lot of feelings. So it's like the world can't take him. Whether you like him or hate him, I do feel like America can't take it right now. So it's like they picked like that's what it is in America. You pick the best of the two worst things as you see them. Now, I'm not saying that Joe Biden is better than Trump. I don't care. I don't know. I can't see into the future. I don't know what would have happened if Trump was president. I have no fucking clue. Nobody has any idea what would have happened. But it's like they knew what they were going to get, kind of. So they were just like, maybe like some old guy that ain't going to do much is better. It's crazy.
But who's pulling his strings though? Because the way I look at it is that the president of the states, they don't actually have the power, do they? They're more of like a figurehead.
No.
And it's all the Senate committee thing or whatever it is, and the other Congress that they have a waffle and then they decide what's going on, and he basically just signs off on it.
Yeah.
But I think it's become, wherever you are, like over there or here, it's become you pick the lesser of the two evils
Exactly.
and hope that it turns out okay.
And
But
that's
you know,
not how
like,
it should be at all. It should
no,
be a
no,
hard fucking decision. It should be a super hard decision to pick the greatest man of America to run our country. It should be such a hard decision. It shouldn't even be. You should be fighting with yourself in your mind of who am I going to pick. These two guys are incredible to run our country. It should not be like that. It's fucking crazy. Like, you shouldn't have to beg your people to vote for somebody. They should just fucking want to fucking get behind somebody and fucking vote them in. You shouldn't have to pay people to do it. If you want your country to move forward, you should just want to move it forward. You shouldn't have to have pins about it. You don't need to have pins about it. It's crazy. It's wild.
no. I look at the party, and you got to decide: is this party going to give me what I require out of the country? Mm-hmm. Am I going to, I don't know. For instance, are my taxes going to go down? Or whatever other political things that you would like. Is the health service going to improve? Are they going to fix the roads? All sorts of things. But people don't. People have stopped voting with their mind, and they're voting with their heart instead. Which, I mean, if that's how you are, then I don't care. You vote what you want. Like, it's nothing to do with me. A vote is a personal thing. But yeah, I think that it's gone a bit weird in all sort of landscapes. I mean, I've got that American friend, or ex-friend, because he don't like me no more.
Yeah.
Lives up in Scotland. His missus is very left wing, very left leaning, and the SNP party in Scotland, they're like so far left, they're almost far right.
Yeah.
And they're like, she is like a little mini dictator. Well, not no more, because she got sacked for fiddling the cash. But anyway, he won't take British citizenship. But yeah, he's voting for Scotland to leave the UK. And I said to him, at the time I was still mates with him, I'm like, Al, why are you voting if you're not even a citizen of the country? I'm like, that's a bit cheeky, really. I'm like, because now you're swaying. I know it's only two people, but if all the people that weren't citizens voted, that seriously messes up the ratios. So, but yeah, his missus was like, oh, but you're far right. I'm not far. I'm like dead in the centre.
Yeah.
Because I like some aspects of left wing politics, and I like some aspects of right wing politics. But I was always brought up that you've got like the two parties, and I don't know. One's like, we want free healthcare, and the other's like, no, we want private healthcare. Yeah. This just an example. But what they're meant to do is then hash it out and compromise and sort of meet in the middle.
Yeah. As a person, you could weigh your options. Like, maybe I'm a conservative that wants to vote for Biden. Maybe I don't believe in everything Biden says, but all in all, I think Biden is a good choice for me and my family. That's what it should be. Like, it's crazy that people get really behind these politicians, too. It's wild. Like, these politicians will have people that they don't know, that they don't care about, fucking fighting for them against family members. You will literally, some people in America will throw away their family members based on politics. Yeah.
They've been doing that over here. There's been some people that are like, oh, you can't be behind Boris, because during the lockdowns, he had a couple of people round Downing Street, and they had a bit of cake. It were in the papers for weeks on end.
Did they not have like masks on or something?
No, they were just having a good old shindig.
Yeah.
But like, what else surprises me is that politicians are paid to lie,
Yeah,
and then people are like shocked
that they're liars.
when they get found out about telling a porky.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I'm like, yeah, it's weird. Was you not meant to be? Let me check the title of your video, Mr. Divine. Was you not meant to be prepping the next build?
Oh, I've been prepping it. It's all ready, you know. I've been prepping it. What time alright, what time is it? 8:30. So we're an hour and a half in. I
must admit, Nick, I do enjoy these waffles. It's rather therapeutic in a strange way. I'm like, oh, I feel
It is, because sometimes, like, seriously, like, I'll, like, look at the internet for maybe too long, or maybe I'm in a bad mood, and I get in my head, and then, like, sometimes you're like, it's good to hear that other people are also seeing some of the craziness going on, and also it's good to know that people are listening. It's always good to talk through stuff. That's like, yeah, it's definitely good.
Are you one of these people that, I don't know, something niggles you and then it lodges in your head, and even though you're not trying to think about it, you keep coming back to it, and then you keep it gets worse because you keep then imagining other scenarios? I get a bit like
I'm
that.
an overthinker, so I'll analyze the shit out of something. So it's like, if something's nagging at me, like, let me use an example. Let's say I'm going for a raise at work. All right? And then I'll analyze, how should I act for this raise? And then if I act this way, how will this person react? And then how will I react to that? And then I'll go, okay, now what if I act in this way? And then this person acts like that, but that person acts like that. How will I react? I overthink just about every situation, and I need to know everything. I need to know, like, if there's something that I can't figure out, I need to know, in order to figure out, like, my equation of the situation. Like, I analyze the shit out of things. It's crazy. It's like a really overthinker thing to do. I was just looking at stuff about this. I think I've talked about overthinking so much that my phone has heard me talk about overthinking, and now it's sending me videos on overthinking. I swear to God it has. Or maybe I've texted the word overthinking too many times, and now it's showing me YouTube videos based on people that overthink.
I'm quite convinced that your phone does listen to you, because I'm watching a film, and then I'm like, I think to myself, where's that actress from? What have I seen her in? And I pick up my phone, and it's literally the first Google search.
Okay,
And I'm like,
I'm going to tell you exactly how it works. I know how these things exactly work. So people think it's wild. Like, it is a crazy thing. But you really have to look at your phone like a calculator. And when you just said all them things to me, I seen them as 1 + 2 × 3 = this. Okay, so this is what I seen. You are watching a movie on your TV. Your TV's linked to your Wi-Fi, which is also linked to your phone through your emails or whatever. Then I see.
How do you know my telly's on my Wi-Fi? You're a Google person.
I'm telling. That's how everybody. It's just based on numbers. It's really just a math problem. Then they go, what's the most common question asked within the first 5 minutes of watching this video? Who is that actress? You are not the only person asking this question. The actress actually has a very familiar face that people can't pinpoint her name. So it is literally just like a calculator, 1 + 2 × 3, and it will just give you the answer that quickly, and it seems crazy. But it's just so easy for a calculator to calculate that, but instead of numbers, they're putting in information and actual places that you're at where you're watching things. It's really just, it's just that. And people think it's wild, and it is. It is really a crazy thing that it has all this information. It's able to do these math problems like that quick, but that's really what it is. And I've seen it. I've done these equations with so many people. They're like, me and my buddy were talking about this. Dude, your phones are next to each other. They know that they're next to each other, okay? They know that you both just posted fishing pictures last week, so they both know that you're probably going fishing the same place. You've also made plans and seen what B&Bs are open in the place that you're going fishing, and so did he. So they both know that you're going fishing, so they're both sending you fishing places of it's really just that wild. I don't think they're necessarily always listening to you. I think it's just like, just think of Google Maps. It always knows where you're at. It always knows, it always knows. It's instant. You say, show me where to go. How do I get to my mom's house from here? I've never been to this place. And it knows immediately where you're at and the fastest route to get to it in the click of a button. Just a click of a button. It knows exactly the fastest route. How many cars are on that road? Everything. It knows everything just like that. And it's just like, that's how it all works. So like, it is scary to see like people get paranoid about it, but it's also scary to see like how good technology is. It's just really that crazy.
That would explain why whenever I watch the Hunger Games, the fappening pictures of Jennifer Lawrence come up on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly like it's kind of the same thing. It's just like you got to learn algorithms and how computers work and how they like program people to think, and it's all based on ads. You got to remember that it's all based on ads. All of it.
Oh no.
That's how it's all run. Google is just this. Google was a place for you to spread out ads to your website. That's how it started. That's how they made money, is they got advertisers money and they gave you a little bit of it for putting your information on their site. That's all it is. And it grew to be the biggest thing in the world, and now advertisement money is the most sought after money in the world now.
It's the same with all of them though, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's like whenever you look at something on eBay, oh god.
Yeah.
So you look at one thing and then all it does is keep sending you suggestions. Are you sure you don't want this? Did I look at that? No.
Yeah.
But I might actually need it.
Yeah. And it's there's some people that like they get a lot of ads on their Instagram that they buy shit. Like I know people that like buy a lot of stuff on Instagram through the ads that they send, and they think I buy everything on Instagram. No, Instagram is literally looking at the pictures that you see what catches your eye, sees the stuff that you look up, and it's sending you the best products to buy. It's super convenient. You just think it's scary, but they're trying to be convenient. They're trying to be like, we think you would like this, and we have to get ad dollars anyway. So if we have to send you an ad, we're going to send you an ad of something you would really like, a skull purse. So it's like, you're like, oh, a skull purse. I'm buying everything online. Man, they have everything great online. No, I'm not getting the skull purse. This girl that likes skulls and purses is getting the skull purse. I'm getting like fucking, I don't know what like Manscaped, like a fucking razor or some shit, She's not getting the Manscaped razor. Like, understand that. She's not. And then understand why is she not getting it. It's because her phone knows everything.
I've been out with some lasses that could definitely use a Manscaped razor, though.
Yeah.
I went out with an Italian lass, Nick. She had arms like a fucking gorilla.
Really? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It were black and about this long.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, like on her forearms and stuff.
Yeah. They're quite hairy.
Italian girls are definitely hairy. I'm hairy. I'm Italian. I'm very hairy, actually. I grew it out of nowhere too. It just like. I feel like I turned into like a werewolf. But yeah, Italians are hairy all over their body. But yeah, Manscaped, I don't know. I've seen some videos that's good about it. I've seen some videos that are bad about it. I'm like, I never had a problem with what I was doing.
I don't know what this obsession with shaving your balls is all about.
Yeah, I mean, do we get into this talk?
No.
No.
I don't want to talk about your balls, Nick.
Okay, good. All right, good. I didn't want to get into that talk. All right.
I've not had enough rum. I haven't had enough rum for that conversation.
It is weird that, like, you see a lot of ads like that, like the Manscaped on podcasts and stuff like that, and it's basically because they can't put it on TV.
Yeah, it's the
Because yeah,
sponsorship things, isn't it?
yeah, those are sponsorships instead of ads. So like YouTube won't run a Manscaped ad to shave your balls. They won't do that, but they
But they'll
will.
let it
Yeah, they need a
sponsor 'em.
Sheescape. Stephen AKM once said
Yeah,
Sheescape. Yeah, I don't know. I never really had. Did I have a hairy? I guess I've had a girl with hairy like arms before. Not really though.
You need to add an E to that, Stephen. That's usually what I shout as they run out the door. She escaped.
She escaped. Yeah. Yeah. You guys really think that it listens to you? I think even if it listened to you, I don't think it listens to you. I think that you really just don't understand how good it is. I really don't think you understand how good it is. And then you don't understand, I don't know, every story I've heard about it listens to you, I feel like I could explain. I really think I could explain it for them. I don't know why I want to do that. I do think that it is like still insidious. That it's that quick and that it's able to do that and it like kind of mind fucks you. I do think that it's insidious, but I think it listens, but I don't think that it listens to give you like ads and stuff. That would be crazy. But it might happen. Who knows?
I don't think it listens like with the microphone, but it definitely learns your behaviours, which is, I think that's a bit worse.
It is.
Than
yeah,
if it
that is.
listened,
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's also a thing, and like it's just like we have become symbiotic with computers, and it's just the way it is.
It's I don't know. I come from the age of Commodore 64s, which just deafened you with a funny loading screen and give you epilepsy. And that were about it, wasn't it? So
yeah,
it's I mean, I like the internet. It's a good invention, but I think it's become a little bit. It's become a tool, hasn't it? Like there's more bad to it than good. I feel personally.
What, to the internet?
Yeah. I think it started off sort of innocent. And then now it's in its teenage years, where it's all being unruly and doing things that it shouldn't be doing, and we need to wait for it to mature and become responsible again.
Yeah, I mean there is something about human connection and being in front of a human when you're talking to them, and like people say it all the time, like, oh, you wouldn't say that stuff if you're in front of my face, but like some people would, and
I do.
Yeah, there's sometimes people have said that to me. I'm like, I don't think you know who I am. Yeah, like some people would, and then also, but I don't think that's right. I do think that like, I don't know, I kind of am old-fashioned in that way, where it's like, yeah, I love the internet, and it's a lot of fun, but you have to treat it for what it is for now, because it is probably going to take over the world. But right now, it doesn't. And there's still a long time for that. And you do still have to tune into the real world and, like, do real-world things. And it's good to do real-world things, and it's good to have, like, human connection and shit. That's shit that I learned, like, doing all this shit, man. Like, I wasn't in relationships, and, like, I would be online doing shit all the time, thinking nothing of it. And then when you, like, after a while of doing it, you're like, yeah, I got all these followers and all this stuff, and I worked really hard to get there, and I did it all by myself. I'm proud of myself and everything. But then you're like, yeah, but I got, like, no fucking friends. Like, in real life, I mean. Like, you don't have actually human touch around you, kind of. It's almost like, I guess exactly what I'm talking about is, like, I threw away girlfriends for this. So it's like, you do like have to weigh the world and the internet is, I guess my point is like, the world and the internet is like a balance you have to take. And some people could jump fully into the internet and some people could just never touch the internet. And that's good too. It's just, you have to find out, are you okay for the internet?
I'm not. I'm too volatile. Well, that depends, because I ventured into my first live stream thing the other day. Quite enjoyed it, I'm not going to lie. But it's, if you got one thing that you're doing and that's what you're doing, then I'm all right. But I can't. It's all right, like in the chat on this, to have a waffle with everyone, because everyone's on the same level. They're all good people. I find the nicest people I've come across have all been vape related, whether it be coils, whether it just be people that are into their mods or their mechs or whatever. You've got like this sort of goal that you're going to talk about. So I'm fine with that, and I don't mind having a waffle about this, that, and the other. But then I find that I look on some comments, or I watch a YouTube video. I've banned myself from commenting on YouTube videos because I watch something and it's just complete nonsense, and it triggers me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm absolutely like, oh. But I've no, I'm not a machine, Steve. I tried to do the staple interlocking, Nick. It went well for the first inch.
The staple interlock. I seen you posted a set of them, didn't you?
Yes, that was my fourth attempt.
Oh, that was your fourth. Okay. Did you do it with 38 gauge?
Yeah.
38 is rough. I probably should have stated that, but it's possible, obviously. But it's 40 is actually better for them.
I like a challenge.
Yeah.
I tried it with 36 as well. That went even worse.
Oh yeah, 36 is really strong when you put two 36s together.
Oh,
so if you
mate,
two 36s.
That's
two 36s,
like 29, isn't it?
It's almost as strong as a piece of 30 gauge. So it's it's really strong. You're gonna mess up your staples. It's gonna collapse. Yeah.
Stephen was distracting me as well, which didn't help.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it went all right on the fourth attempt. The thing is, I get frustrated, Nick, because I like it to be perfect. I get annoyed when if you're aliening and one bit lifts up, it annoys me, and I want to start the whole thing again. But I try to. It depends how much wire's left. And if I don't know, say you get past 4 inch and it messes up, that doesn't fuss me too much. But yeah, I got there in the end. But I'm trying to get used to that rail system thing, because I've got muscle memory for a drill, and I keep doing absolutely stupid things like letting go of the speed controller instead, because I think it's a drill button, and it's still going, and I'm like, oh, that's completely tanked that now. So yeah, it was good. I like watching your bits and that. It inspires me to build.
Yeah, watching people do stuff, that I have noticed that. Like, I watch other YouTube videos, and that's kind of what inspires me. Like, obviously, there's no other coil building videos that could inspire me anymore like they used to. But, you know, I look at other streamers and see, like, what's good. And I still don't apply some of this shit. Like, the best thing to do is, like, be very interactive with the audience. And it's like man, some streamers are very smart. So, if a streamer sometimes will act stupid in order for... Because, okay, if I go like this. If I say something like... I'm trying to think of something. Right here. Alright, I'm going to take this 24 gauge. This 24 gauge right here. I'm going to take this 24 gauge. I'm going to get a strand off of that. Just by saying 24 and it says 29, you will get at least 2 people to say, Nick, that was 29. That wasn't 24. That raises like your and just doing stupid shit like that, they'll do shit like that on purpose, or they'll say like lie, or like they'll make mistakes on purpose, kind of, to get people to say something. Or not mistakes, I should say. Man, I have to go watch some and see exactly what they're doing. But it is like they'll ask simple questions that that they don't really care about, but they know that people, it'll raise them to want to say something. And that'll get them to chat in the thing, which will also get them more active on YouTube, which will get YouTube to spread them around. So, like, there's a bunch of stuff, like, there's people that just also know the algorithm and how it works, and they do things in order to spread themselves out, which is super smart. And I've watched a lot of streamers do stuff like this. Or the polls. The polls are a big one. The polls pop up on your chat, so you can't see the whole chat until you do that poll. And then the poll, as long as somebody's interactive with it, it will raise you up in the algorithm of YouTube. So if you do the polls, they're annoying, but people have to click them. They have to click them to see the whole chat. So polls are very... Do a poll! Yeah, do a poll, yeah. That's why I've been doing polls recently. I just try not to do them as much as other people do them. What's up, Georgia boy? Yeah, Rob was building live one. IG's fun. I wish, yeah.
I blame you for it, Nick. You kept pressuring me into getting it.
Yeah. That's good.
You can take full responsibility for my lack of social time now. The adverts are the suggested things are very annoying. It's all annoying stuff, isn't it? Like, they don't... I've not been on it long enough for it to suggest anything that I'm actually interested in, so I'll just keep removing the suggestion.
It'll get you. The one day it'll pop up and you'll be like, oh, that shit's really cool. Yeah, it'll get you one day. If you keep... Yeah, it depends what you watch and stuff. Like my iPhone right now, it only, like, gives me stuff that I searched on my iPhone. So right now, it's usually just my videos. And Primus. I was listening to Primus at work. So I have my videos and Primus on here. On the iPhone. Because it's the only thing I searched on this YouTube. So. It's,
I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours yesterday looking at, Matt's Instagram. So.
Yeah, he's got a good one. There's a lot of films out there that, like, it's crazy. Like, some of the pictures that some of these guys take, you could, like, make artwork out of it that you could put on a wall. And it's, like, it's a shame that people don't see that. It's a shame that, like, I have people that follow me that just like the pictures. Like, they just like seeing, like, a piece of metal wrapped up like that. They have no idea what it's from. They just like to look at it.
It's functional art, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, well... Some of them aren't functional, are they? But still,
I mean, it's what is functional anymore?
Well, I just like I'm a sucker for coil porn. I am. It's
the way I always seen it was like it's good to have a hobby or a craft for somebody like me. I think it's good for everybody, but I'll just leave it to me. It's good for me, like, idle hands are the devil's playground for me. Like, if I'm bored, I'm going to do bad things. So I need to do something. It doesn't really matter what it is. I could probably enjoy myself doing anything. Let me show you something.
It's going to be his hairy balls, everyone. Watch out.
I have beads in my room. This is a quarter of the beads that we own. These are beads, okay?
Are you a beader?
Dude, I used to get high and make beads and sell them. Like, so me and Bridget, when I was getting high, we would go and make beads, and then she would go sell them for $8 to like $24 out downtown in Philadelphia. So we would spend all night. I would make like fucking 10 bracelets a night. She would make like 3. I would make like 7, and then she would go sell them, and that would pretty much keep my habit up. How many years ago was this? Statute of Limitations is over? Okay. More than half of these beads we never paid for. We stole the shit out of them. So, we weren't paying shit for overhead. Okay? We just went to the store. Beads come in little vials. And we would just put them in our fucking purse. And buy something. And walk out with them. And we would just go there every weekend. Pick up a bunch of them. And just steal the fucking beads. And then I would just make money off of them. Put them on this. I could show you some. We used to do really fancy ones. These ones are simple ones. I could show you 2 of them. These are actually 2 that I made for Lily's kids. One's for Jackson and one's for each of them. And I just have to size them, so I can't give them to them yet because I got to size them around their things. But they have like rocks in them and shit and different colors. But we used to do like really girly ones that would go around the ankle and go around the toe, like a toe ring, and they would connect. They were like some kind of like French kind of bracelet or something, or like some kind of Spanish anklet or something. So we would make them, and those are the ones that really sold. And then you could buy like big charms and hang charms from them. But also, like, do you guys remember I made Lily's butterfly? I made a butterfly out of coils, out of wires. And it was a butterfly-shaped wire, just like Wireman, which Wireman's around here somewhere. I was just playing with him. Oh, he's up there. So I've made a butterfly version of something like Wireman. Okay?
Is it Appy Chappy?
Yeah, he is. He's good. So, I put, like, the body of the butterfly was made out of the beads. So I've been thinking about messing around with the beads and the wire, too. Because you could do a lot with them.
Oh, yeah.
I want to make a Wireman that's flexible, so I can make, like, dance videos with them.
Like, a stop.
Yeah, like a stop motion video. Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
Yeah, if he had like the biggest TikTok in the world was like a Wireman, that would be awesome.
Hey, at least that'd be a TikTok worth watching,
right? Yeah, I'm making one.
That's it. Nick's new venture is TikTok Wireman.
Just my Wireman, like. Hold on. I'll think of a better song. I don't know. That was gonna go bad. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Just singing NWA or something. Just Wireman with the NWA in the background. Him like crip walking to some Snoop Dogg or something.
That'd go down like house on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
You're just trying to make everyone get TikTok now. I'm sure you're a
no,
Google
don't get TikTok. So I got TikTok because Lily got TikTok, and she really liked TikTok. I like TikTok too. I get it. It's not really completely for me. I don't know if I could really find a great audience on there. I keep posting stuff sometimes, but it's definitely. I definitely look at the internet like. Man, I got my hands full on Instagram. I got my hands full on YouTube. I got a Twitch now. It's too much. I can't do all these apps. It's like if you want to find me here. It's like I got like the 3 biggest ones. Just do them. I'm done with the rest.
I don't have no interest in the TikTok thing.
It's
full of weird people.
It is. Yeah, and there's no worth to it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, there's no worth to it. Like so like okay. I've looked this up because I was interested in TikTok. I was like, how much money can you make on there? Because at this point, it doesn't make... Let me put it to you this way. I never cared about the money on here on YouTube, like ever. Until you start getting money off of it. So now I always have to concern myself with Why would I stream? If YouTube's going to pay me money to stream, I'm getting paid for this right now. If you're going to pay me to stream, why would I go anywhere else that's not going to pay me? So I'm not going to start up a TikTok and try to start a whole other thing up to try to make money on TikTok when YouTube's already paying me. And the same thing with Instagram. Instagram pays me. As long as I post Instagram, they're going to pay me. Why would I go anywhere else? It's like, I have to work hard to get paid from you? They're already paying me. I don't need that. So it's like you get into this thing where if you're going to stream, you might as well make money for it. And if you're not making money for it, don't do it. So it's not that I shouldn't say if you're not making money for it, don't do it. Don't do it there. Like if TikTok isn't, if I get 1,000 followers and TikTok's not going to pay me, why would I go there? YouTube's already paying me. Why would I do that?
You need like 6-figure followers to make anything on TikTok, don't you?
So it goes like this. They say like for every, this is really what they say, for like every $10,000 you could make on YouTube, you would make 100 on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 100. It's like 100% less or something. It's crazy. It's like way less. It's so much less. So it's like if YouTube pays you. So what do they give you? They give you, so YouTube gives you about $10 per 1,000 views. Hold on. It depends who you are. I could tell you what they give me per view. Whatever that is, let's say they give me like 1 cent per view, which is way more than what they give me, but let's say they give me 1 cent per view. TikTok gives you 0.001 cent per view. So it's like way less. It's like 100% less or something. It's so much less.
That's why it's full of weird.
And it's filled with bots too. It's completely filled with bots that are following you, and they're not even real people. It's just how the internet works now. People buy bot farms.
They've moaned about people using that. What's it called? ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, because apparently song people, musicians, have been using it to write songs or something.
Yeah.
And now they're banning them from some award show. So
yeah, I mean, man, I don't know how I feel about that. That's like, so like most artists have writers anyway.
Well, as long as they're singing it. If it was an AI thing singing it and they're just turning up to get the royalties, then yeah, I could see why that would be an issue. But the thing is, though, people sample other people and then make money off it. So, I mean, I don't know. That's a bit of a weird one.
It feels wrong. It does feel wrong for some reason that somebody's getting credit for like what a machine made. Like, do you ever think that at some point it's going to get to a point where we're like asking for robots equal rights? Like, so like, because that is what's insidious about it, is you're stealing a computer's material, and we do have something wrong with that for some reason. We were like, no, the computer did that. Like, it's like, what the fuck? At what point do we just say, fuck these people? Like, at what point do we say, fuck the robots? We don't care about the robots' rights. You know?
I watched a film. I can't remember what it was called. It's got some annoying English comedian bloke in it, Jack Whitehall, and the bird from Divergent.
Yep.
I can't think of her name. She's nice though.
I know who you're talking about.
Take her out for dinner.
Yeah.
They're like, she's a gold digger and he's a womanizer, but they've had these like cyborgs made that look exactly like them. Mm-hmm. And then these cyborgs meet up and have weird cyborg sex, and then they try running off to Mexico because they have equal rights in Mexico. It's actually quite an amusing film. Funny. But yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, it kind of feels like it has to get to that point at some point where we're fighting for the rights of robots. It just feels like that's where it goes.
if they've got like a modicum of sentience, which an AI technically would have, because it would have the capability to have some form of emotion, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you would think then that. See, this is how Skynet starts, Nick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Terminator
Like,
style.
so
Yeah.
I think films through the 80s and 90s were warning us of what was in our
Oh,
future.
do you remember Metal Gear Solid?
Yes, I like Metal Gear Solid.
Do you remember like the storyline?
Yeah.
Dude, you should watch it. They're coming out with videos of it. How it like it's crazy. It's all about misinformation and the news spread. I never noticed that, and I was watching videos on it. Like Metal Gear Solid predicted the future, and when you watch it, you're like, holy shit, that's what they're doing to us. It's like the same thing. Like all the misinformation on the news and advertisement money and war propaganda. It's like it's crazy. I was watching that the other day. I was like, oh my god, this is nuts. I remember this game. I didn't remember that aspect of it.
I like the funny noise whenever you got spotted.
Yeah.
I like Metal Gear Solid. I wish they would let things alone sometimes though, when they like keep rebooting everything, and things have like why do you need a new Street Fighter game? I mean,
Yeah.
there's millions of the bloody
Well,
things.
there's reasons. I could see the Street Fighter. I could see the Street Fighter argument actually.
I know it's upgrading the physics
graphics,
and how things works. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
can see that. Yeah, there's also like, so Street Fighter also has like this weird following where little boys play it just because there's hot girls in there. So there's also that, like the Chun-Li and Sunny are like sex symbols now to young kids. I don't know if you know that. They're like huge sex symbols for young kids.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I won a Street Fighter 2 tournament at the Seaside Arcades near where I live.
Really?
Oh yes, I was only like 15. Oh, I won £20. I was happy as Larry for weeks.
20. Damn, that's like $18 over here.
That's like, in today's money, that's like £1,000.
Oh, really?
No, it's not. I mean, what? Probably with him, it's probably about 50 quid. If you was to win the same thing today,
Yeah.
it'd be 50 quid. But 20 quid to a teenager.
Yeah, it's like
back
$1
then.
million. Yeah.
Oh, that got me a eighth and a pack of fags and some Rizzlers. That's all that I was really bothered about.
Yeah.
I'm like, nice.
It's
I can
perfect.
go and
That's
practice.
exactly what I needed.
Yeah, okay. I can go and practice me Street Fighter now.
Yeah.
So I do miss getting stoned and playing Resident Evil though.
Yeah.
That's
that is fun. That's kind of what I like Fortnite for. Do you ever shed time anymore?
no. I've not had anything for 3 years this Christmas.
That's good. Like, I always am, like, proud of people that say that. There's something about it, right? I always think that it's a good tool to use sometimes. Yeah, my brain works so fucking, like, sometimes I just need to slow it down, but also I feel like it's because of that. Like, I feel like maybe my brain is like that because it's dependent on something. So I always do think, like, maybe if I didn't touch this, I wouldn't depend on it to level myself out.
Well, see, but also when I was on it, I was convinced that I wouldn't be able to function properly unless I'd had a smoke.
Yeah,
Which
I don't believe that.
Is what an addict thinks, isn't it?
I don't believe that.
So-
Yeah. How I look at it as is like it's something I look forward to at the end of the day, because I don't in the morning or at work. I just don't. It's just not. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. It is almost like don't drink to forget, drink to remember kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
like
see,
I want to look forward to when I get home. I have like a routine that I do that gets me relaxed and like makes me accept life basically. Just like, all right, this is what it is. Day in, day out, same old fucking grind, but it's okay cuz like this is the part of life I like.
I I had a severe problem with it though. I've got a all or nothing attitude
Mhm.
with anything I do. Sadly, it's good in certain ways, like with martial arts.
Yeah.
Um, it pays dividends there, and like the coil building as well, I suppose,
Yeah.
because I will keep persevering until I get it. I won't give up.
Mhm.
But when it comes to like illicit substances, that's not really the sort of attitude you need to have. I mean, I'm terrible. I developed a taste for acid at one point, and we went to Amsterdam for like a weekend because it's only up the road, well, you get on a ferry,
Mhm.
and we brought back a 500 ml bottle of liquid LSD.
Oh
We
my
were dripping
god,
it.
that's a lot.
We were dripping it in our eyeballs, Nick. We weren't even
Yeah.
dipping the tabs, and I was going to
That's
work.
crazy. Yeah.
Admittedly, it was the best 6 months' work that I've ever had in my entire life. Everything was so colourful and nice. I'm like, oh, this is, my job ain't that bad.
Yeah.
But because, yeah. So, but with the smoke, I'd have one rolled, and I'd only do blunts
Mhm.
because obviously I'll give up the tobacco. So once I give up the cigarettes, I would just have in blunts. And yeah, I'd have one ready in the ashtray. Then I'd have a go on the bucket or the gravity bong as we discussed the
Yeah.
other time. And then I'd go to work. I'd have a sneaky couple in my pocket to have a go on constantly. It's not a surprise I was doing over an ounce a week, is it?
No,
So
yeah. So an ounce is yeah. So let's put it this way: the way I do, I could definitely get by with like even less than an eighth a week. There's weeks where I do more, but yeah,
my,
yeah.
my
I'm not too
brother-in-law's got
crazy.
my brother-in-law's got MS. So he has like I don't know, like a normal size Rizzler. We'd call it a one skin over here. He has one of them each evening, but they're weak as piss. Like
Yeah.
I would shun him if he'd brought that round for a session. I'd be like, what is that? So, but yeah, he has that. But he probably does, yeah, like well, probably an 8 for fortnight. He really doesn't. But I can't not do it. If it were there, I'd have to do it. I couldn't leave it alone. And if I had to go out, all I would think about was getting back to do it.
Focus.
What have you done, Nick?
Well, if this camera will focus.
Have you put corrugated on each side?
Yeah, I might have to zoom that in better. So basically, I have parabolic in the middle, so a corrugated standing up, and then 3 ribbons on the side of it, and then corrugated sitting down on the other side of that. And now I got to put 3 ribbons over that. So this is going to be a pretty beefy, fancy build. This is going to be probably one of the fancier builds I've done in a while because a lot of corrugated, 2 corrugated and 1 parabolic. So 3 corrugated wires in all. And I never did it this way, I don't think. I think I've done it the other way. Yeah, I kind of really want to show this off, though. It kind of looks cool. Why is this not focusing?
I like corrugated.
Let me go over to the other camera real quick, and I'll be right back. I'm going to go...
That's all right, I'll go and top my rum up while you do that.
This is really hard to show right now. I don't know why. If you get big on TikTok, you get booted. It's possible. They might do that. I am going to have to go at like 9:30 actually, though. There it is. So parabolic in the middle, corrugated's on the sides.
I'm gonna have to do something corrugated now.
Just so you know, I have to get out of here in like 20 minutes and start getting ready for bed and stuff for work tomorrow.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have to get up.
Yeah, that's good.
I was absolutely shattered the other day.
Oh yeah, going to work after the show? Yeah.
I didn't bother going to Kip.
Yeah,
I just stayed up.
you might as well have at that point, I guess. Sometimes you get more tired if you fall asleep.
Yeah, sometimes if you... you feel worse, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's
like you tease your body into sleep mode, and then you can't get out of sleep mode.
Yeah. I've set 10 alarms at 2-minute intervals now.
You're going to be getting up before everybody. Soon you're not going to be sleeping because your alarms are just set back so far.
No.
That's what Lily said to me one day. She's like, "You're competing with nobody." I was like, "Yeah, I know." It's funny.
Oh, that's the first time I've had a rum in a couple of years. I'm rather enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I like to. I'm all right with the rum. I'm not like that's. I'm not an all or nothing with that. It's one of the few things.
Yeah, I like rum. What did my drink have in it yesterday? I had vodka in mine yesterday. I had like this lemonade kind of mixed drink with a bunch of vodka, and they put some kind of... Italians put some kind of leaves in their drinks. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, weird. Well, I'm surprised it weren't a tomato. They put fucking tomatoes in everything, don't they?
The best thing is like when they give you like a pineapple or an orange that they like flamed like with a torch or something. Like the pineapples with a torch are really good.
I like pears like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm hungry now.
Alright, Wire. So far, so good. Don't you fuck up on me. And then maybe the next show on Tuesday, we'll like make the frames and fuse this thing. So we'll have this part prepped. It should be pretty badass, actually. Yeah. This is looking pretty good.
Are you going to skip fuse it?
I don't know. I actually would like to do something better than just like... I don't want to just put frames on it and fuse it. So I could pattern fuse it. I could skip fuse it and then put something else on it. Or maybe I could just use like ribbon frame, something that will... I mean, I could go really crazy and try to do like a double barrel frame again, even though those are so fucking... Oh, 0.3 ribbon. I can't really do that very easily at all. 0.3 ribbon... Okay, so if you're going to do double barrel frames... If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's like instead of having one frame, you have two smaller frames going up the side. But you kind of have to use 0.4 ribbon for that. You don't have to. It's just going to be way easier if you use 0.4 than 0.3. Because 0.4 in half is 0.2, so that's 2 pieces of 32 gauge. 0.3 in half is like 2 pieces of like 36 gauge, 34. Yeah, like 36. So imagine using 36 as your frames, and there's 2 of them. Addy Tooney, what's up? And what's up, Chevy Man, too? I did see you and commented to you in there, but yeah, what's up? So I'm gonna shut this show down at 9:30. I'm gonna finish prepping this. This is a wire that doesn't want to show up on this camera for whatever reason. I think my autofocus is off or something. It's gotta be. I don't know why it's not focusing. I'll show you before I leave though, so you know what it looks like.
I'm actually vaping a pudding juice, Nick.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Chocolate
Dark berry.
pudding?
No, dark berry trifle.
Ah.
It's alright actually. It's on a set of Fralians, so it's exceptionally puddingy.
Yeah, Fralians are good for anything. Like custardy or desserty. It's a little warmer, that helps. Like the warmer vape helps with the ribbons. Ribbons are almost like a radiator in your vape. Like they stay hot for longer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I like warm vape. I just killed a box because of my chain vaping at 150.
150, really?
Yeah, I fried the chip, so now it's like no atomizer constantly. So I think what it is the 510 plate eats up, and it's probably broke the solder on the connections. Mm-hmm. So I'll take it apart and have a look. Generally, they can be fixed, but it's
Do you solder stuff?
Yeah. I used to be into radio controlled cars and stuff like that. So I'm quite handy.
Yeah, there's a lot of builders that are actually into RC cars.
I love a World War II diorama.
Yeah.
I like building like Airfix models. I don't know if they have Airfix in America, but you know, like the scale models, I suppose you'd call them.
Oh yeah, my step pop was real into making models, like just car models. Like he would buy different car models and do them. And then there's some people that just create scenes, right?
Yeah, they're the diorama thing.
Yeah,
I did that funny for school once.
I had fun with that.
What I discovered is if you get 38 gauge and clapped in a bit of 36 gauge, decore it, stretch it like you would an alien, and then wrap it round, I don't know, like something the size of a lighter, but round. Mm-hmm. It makes absolutely fantastic barbed wire.
If you take 38 and clapped in it over 36?
Yeah, so it's nice and tight little things, and then when you stretch it and then wrap that again around something, you can it makes like the round sort of barbed wire stretches.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know exactly the round barbed wire.
Yeah.
Because the other barbed wire is also pretty easy to make with wire. It is just coils entwined in a twisted wire. That's all like barbed wire is.
Yeah. Badly wrapped coils, isn't it?
Yeah, coils that are sharp points. Yeah. Badly wrapped that are. All right, I'm done that. Yeah. Beautiful.
I do like that. I used to build a lot of boats when I was younger. Things like the Mary Rose and old sort of wooden battleships. Mm.
But I did one car model before, but I didn't take my time out when I was younger to like paint all the pieces correctly. I just wanted to super glue it together real quick. I didn't feel like taking the time out to paint.
No, I'm quite handy with airbrush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to. I like arty farty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not that I like arty farty stuff. I like being creative or creating.
Mm-hmm.
Either. It's just satisfying.
Yeah.
I like, especially if you that's why I like coils, because you start with essentially coils are like a building kit, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
You start with nothing and then you put it all together and you end up with something.
Yeah.
And I find that highly satisfying.
Yeah, it is almost like you could almost look at it the same way as construction, only on like a smaller scale. Like, I need these materials, this is what I need to create the thing. Get the materials, prep the wire, then get it done.
It's like metal Lego.
Yeah, yeah. But like, you're only exceeded by your imagination, and your imagination is based off of things you've seen in life and things that you like. So there's a lot of interpretation that comes in that and everything, and that comes out in like everybody's coil builds, you know, like the real artists of coil building that create like different stuff all the time. You could kind of see where they're getting stuff from. You could see their influence, but in their own way, their creativity of making something different or their own version of what they see.
I like to look. What I like about looking at other people's builds is I look at the coil.
Mm-hmm.
First, I see the coil, and then my brain starts taking it apart.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm like, "What bit's that? How have they done that?" I find that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, coil build that'll let you think a little bit is very good. That's definitely something that lacks in the coil building community, just because we moved so fast through it, and we have figured out most of the things you could do with wire. There's still things that could pop up if there was enough people doing it and enough people interested in trying to find new things to do. There's always different ways to do things. There's never going to be an end to it, really, if people keep doing it.
No. I'm hoping that dripping and building makes a resurgence. I think it's just in a bit of a lull at the minute because of, just things like, I don't know, like the politics of it in certain places have put people off a bit, hasn't it? So I'm hoping that once that sort of moves on, that people will be like, oh no, yeah, look, it's all right, we can build coils.
Yeah. There's also other people that make art with wire too that it's kind of important to look at. Like, there are a lot of people that get credit in coil building that don't necessarily deserve it too, because like some other people have done that outside of vaping. So like there are like other art forms that use wire. And that's cool too, and it's good. Like, if you're a wire artist, you should look these things up. You should see like what else is out there, what other kinds of things to do, because there are other things out there to do that I've never showed on this channel. There's like a bunch of weaving techniques you could use, a whole bunch of stuff.
I am appalling at braiding. It's something that I really should spend more time trying to master.
Yeah, braiding's good.
I'll get quite frustrated with it. I think it's because I've got sausage fingers. I haven't got hands built for braiding. They're like snow shovels, Nick. So I'm like, yeah.
Okay, let me do.
I shall endeavour to do it though. Well, it's been a pleasure again, Nick.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Thank you for joining me. I'm about to show this wire. I'm trying to figure out how to do this, though.
Hold up, I'm going to put the YouTube one up so I can see the wire. I apologise for my fidgeting, but I'm a terrible fidget.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I was just looking at the chat and all I see is, I had an erection.
I had an erection, yeah. I had an erection set.
Oh,
Chevy man for you.
He's been watching that film you said about earlier. What was it? Oh, the sexy duck on Howard the Duck.
Oh, Howard the Duck, yeah, with his erection set. Man, Chevy man. I don't know what to do with you.
Why is Meccano not a thing anymore?
What's that? Why is what?
Meccano, the little bolt together metal stuff. I reckon you should double barrel that, Nick.
I don't even know if I can.
I reckon you should try.
You think I should try to double barrel it? I don't know if the gods will allow it. Two
Push yourself,
36
Nick.
gauges on that? Push myself. You'll see me never come live again. Like, the next time I go live, I got a double barrel 36 gauge. I suppose it's possible. But that would be, like, what would you fuse it with then, I guess? I would have to fuse it with something really small.
42.
Man, even, 42 might be rough on 36 frames. Maybe. 42. I have 44 too, but that's also, like, a lot. I guess I could. I'll have to look at it. Do I have two? Man, should I pitchfork 44 gauge?
Yes.
Oh, not pitchfork. Because I was thinking maybe pitchfork frames for this. Maybe if I put pitchfork frames, that would look cooler. But
you've said it now.
Yeah,
so
I'm
now
not
you
doing
have to
double
do it.
barrel pitchfork. You can't do double barrel pitchfork. Is that even possible? No. Wait. You could do it if you were to make, like, the ribbon was the stagger, then double barrel it, and then that would be your pitchfork. You could do that.
Yeah,
that might even be easier.
You'd have to pitchfork to the outside, wouldn't you?
Yes, you would have to get your 4 pieces of ribbon and space fuse them, then put your 236s on one of the sides of that ribbon, skip fuse that, and then do it. That might be the way to go. Double barrel pitchfork, corrugated parabolic pattern fuse. That would be a good one.
It's fun, isn't it, when it starts having a name?
I mean,
16 words long.
Yeah, it's definitely something I've thought of in the journeys of YouTube, was like doing a build with everything in it. And that would be like a really hard one to do. If you
would be.
It would have to be some sort of hybrid, some sort of Inception, some sort of... yeah, it would be a rough one.
I got that Siri RDA the other day.
I haven't looked at that yet.
The triple coil series deck thing.
Oh. There's another one?
It were on sale for 15 quid.
$15 for a 3-coil RDA?
Yeah. There's a vape store online, English one, that's got that Steam Crave Hadron DNA 250 for less than half price. I think it's like 67% off. Oh, I don't need it, but I'm like, it's a LiPo as well, so 16 volt. I don't know why I need it. It can fire up to 400 watts. Why do you need 400 watts?
Yeah, 400 watts is, that's a little excessive.
That's a tad toasty. I'm tempted though, Nick. I'm tempted. But yeah, I'm going to try and do... Because the good thing about that Siri is because it's a triple series, you can put like 0.06s in it. Well, if the build's like 0.15 joule, then you can easily put 3 of them in, because it's going to triple the 0.12 resistance of the coils, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can put some quite nice exotic sort of staple builds in there.
Yeah, yeah, that is nice. So it's a parallel series, basically, right?
Yeah, well, let me get it.
Yeah. I have to get my mod too. This one's dead.
Yeah, not the box. The box is just a eye firing box. It's not too bad, actually. It's, oh, it fits on there, nice. God, it's got tight O-rings. Hello, everybody in chat. Please excuse my incoherent ramblings. I do apologise. Oh, what's this? There's a link. I can't resist a link.
Improvement, what's up? Man. Okay. Oh my god, that's cool. It's like 3 in a row. Okay, yeah, I've seen that before. That's pretty cool, RDA. You know my Azeroth, right? The Azeroth from Coil Clays? I guess you've seen that. Yeah, that one's a pretty cool one too. But that one looks like it would be better. The one that you got.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some builds in it. I'll tag you when I do.
Yeah, definitely.
It's yeah, it's a nice little. I mean, for 15 quid, you can't go wrong.
No, yeah, that's. Anytime there's a discount on stuff, it is good to pick it up if you want something to play with.
I am a sucker for sales.
Yeah. I should actually take some pictures tonight to put up on Instagram this week. I have so many coils done, and I just don't take pictures of them. And I'm actually I could take pretty good pictures pretty quickly with the iPhone. I should just do it.
I need to. Have you got a macro function on your iPhone?
I don't know, because I always had
Is that
Android.
the 13?
I have the 14. I think.
I think that's got a macro thing on it.
Really?
Yeah. I have to go. I've got an S23, and you have to go into the Pro mode, then turn the focus all the way down, and then zoom in to get macros. It's all right. It's okay if you only go up to 2.9 zoom, because then otherwise it starts using the telephoto lens, which is yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
I'm sure there is on the 13 and the 14. I'm sure they've got macro.
This goes. Yeah, it doesn't have like a macro setting right now, what I'm looking at, but I bet you if I dug a little deeper, I might find one. I might have to go into like a pro kind of thing or something.
It's that funny little flower, isn't it?
Yeah. Natural light. What is this? Studio light. Oh my god. Photo. Yeah, this one's kind of hard. Let me see if I could,
Is it not in the focus bit?
I don't know. I don't know. I would have to look it up. I know this camera's... Hold on, let me try to take a picture real quick with this.
Yeah, the S23's got a good camera on it, home improvement, but it's lacking. I had an S3, an S bloody 3 that had a macro function on it, and then they seem to have got rid of it. I don't understand Samsung. It's but yeah, no, it does take it does take nice pictures, but sadly, it just doesn't have the macro thing. You think they would have put it in? Cost enough, doesn't it? Like I expect all the bells and whistles with it.
I mean, iPhones with their cameras are pretty crazy. Just the way that they are able to like, I think they're taking like a couple pictures at once and stacking them anyway. Because then also when you look through your pictures move, which is super creepy. Like, man, I gotta find one with just me, like my face. There's some pictures I take and they move. It's weird.
That's
like,
that bloody Google shit again, Nick.
Yeah, it might be. There's always this picture. This is a good one.
But
That's me
that can't
stopping
be good for you,
traffic
Nick.
and at work, you know?
Oh, are you sure the caution code's not there to caution people against
Of
you?
me, yeah. Yeah, watch out for this guy.
The S23's got this funny function. I can't do it because I'm backwards. But you hold the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Oh, bloody hell. Will it do it? No, I need to find a different picture. Oh, yeah, you hold it. And then look, you can... Oh, that helps.
My god,
It
what
like,
the freak? Oh, I don't like
and
that.
then you can copy it and then Photoshop the bit that you've cut out. But it ain't got a fucking macro function. I'd rather have a macro function.
Yeah, right? Yeah, give me something that I could use. Alright, Rob, I gotta shut this show down and get out of here.
No worries, fella.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, though. It was fun.
That's alright.
We'll be back on... Let me put this one on. Where am I at here?
I want to see you pitchfork that double barrel.
Yeah, I think on Tuesday, I guess we'll try to do that. Is it 36? Can I use 34? I'm trying to think if I could use 34 instead.
What's 34? 1.6, isn't it?
34 is 1.6?
Is it? I can't remember. I've got a list of gauges somewhere.
I could look it up real quick.
What we after? No, wrong ones.
How many millimeters in diameter is 34 gauge?
34 is 1.6.
Yes.
Point 0.16.
So stretching it would probably get it to that 1.5 that I need. So I could use 34 gauge.
Or 35.
I don't
35
have 35. Yeah, 35 would be nice. I don't have that, but yeah, we could do...
34 would work. Give it an extra tug.
Yeah, 4 pieces... You use 34 to do double barrel against the .3 ribbon. Cool. Yeah, I think I've used it before too. Awesome. That's what I'm going to use. 34. So 2 pieces of 34 against, like, I'm going to take 4 pieces of ribbon, clapped in that, space clapped in it. I'm going to frame it with 2 pieces of 34 on one side. Then we're going to use that. We're going to skip fuse that and use it to make the frames of this build that I just showed with the corrugated and parabolic, to have a double-barreled corrugated parabolic pitchfork. Yikes.
Bet you wish I'd not come on, don't you?
No, I didn't want to build too much today. I did want to prep something. I wanted to build something and prep something. I was actually going to name the video. This is what was my idea for the video at first. Was every time I drink 2 beers, I build a coil. And I was going to just drink my 2 beers and like just wrap like a 6-wrap 24 gauge and get out of here. That was going to be my plan. But then I was like, oh, Discord. Maybe somebody wants to talk to me on Discord. We can do that too.
I was looking for my wire box the other day. Well, this morning. I've got 100 meters of 22 gauge stainless steel for some reason. Why? Well, I don't even know why I've got it.
Yeah, I mean, they used to use it a lot to just wrap regular coils. Oh, I gotta close my door. It's wide open.
It might have been for me mechs.
But, yeah, let me shut this show down. Everybody, thank you for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I do a show here every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Everybody enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to watch the last couple videos. 2 videos ago was when Madman Rob was on here for the first time on Discord, and we got to see his tattoo. And then the last show, people been liking the last show. What the hell did I do on Saturday that people like so much?
Coffee talk.
Yeah, just the coffee talk. People, that was like my most watched video in like a week so far. So people like that one. It was a good video. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything really wrong with any of my videos, but that one's doing good for whatever reason. Better than the other ones, I should say. So, everybody. Oh, yeah, it's doing much better. It just keeps getting better and better. It's like almost double in the last one. Yeah, everybody have a good rest of your night. Enjoy your beginning of your week. Mondays suck, but you'll get through it. And, I'll see you back here Tuesday. Go check out Madman Rob. He does have an Instagram now.
I'm shit, but you can follow us if you like.
Yeah, you should still follow. Yeah. But yeah, everybody, I am out of here. I'm gonna run this outro and be out. Peace.
That was the other day, it ran for about 20 minutes extra. Forgetful Nick can get it if Nick. Oh, there's so many Nicks. I mean, you've got multiple personality disorder, mate. I've actually got mental health issues. I've got Asperger's because I'm a little bit autistic. So, but whatever. I don't care. Maybe I was dropped on the head when I was little. I don't know. But I've got a lot of head injuries. I